Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a minute. Man, I haven't filmed in a minute. I've been working on this thing. I've literally, what is today? We're in July, the end of July. And I've had this thing since November, and I'm just getting it to a point where, honestly, it's rideable. This thing hasn't ran since 2016. It's a year 2000. It's still far from where it needs to be. We got new fairings coming in for it. I did a little bit of polishing, just messing around very lightly today. This thing didn't have brakes. It didn't have a clutch, no clutch lever. We got a solid brake now. We got front and rear brakes. We got new tires on. Fresh fluids. She's almost where she needs to be for, I guess, like a top speed run. So I'm just riding it naked, feeling it out, making sure we don't have no leaks, making sure everything is good. Man, time flew. I remember seeing these things as a kid. The year 2000, this thing came out. 22-year-old bike. What's it like riding a 22-year-old 1300cc motorcycle? This thing, 175 horsepower. I think 140 foot-pounds of torque. This thing makes crazy torque. It's a heavy bike. Coming from R6s and newer lightweight bikes. Yeah, this thing is definitely different. Being a sport bike, sport touring. Where do I start? Oh man, when I couldn't get it running, I changed the fuel pump, fuel injectors. Somebody actually sold me a bad set of injectors. I'm not gonna say any names or where I purchased those from, but a good guy in Sarasota, Florida, Johnny Turbo, came through for me. Got me a set of injectors. After me telling him all my problems and everything that I was going through, he said it was the injectors. And turns out I just got sold a bad set. But she's not bad. I'm not gonna bore you guys too much. This is her maiden voyage, so to speak. I've taken it out a couple times, but I haven't put any real miles on it. So we're gonna hop on this 550-pound wet motorcycle. It's like 480 pounds dry with no fluids. And we're gonna get on the road, see how she rides. I mean, I'm still not super confident with it. I'm getting the forks rebuilt. Got a couple more goodies coming in for her to get it to where she needs to be. But we could go feel her out, see what she's like out there on the road. Starts right up every time, it idles. Man, took me a minute to get it here. Let's go. I'm just in somebody's random parking lot. I'm gonna buy this shop one day maybe. Some useful space. Damn, somebody left their helmet. Bicycle helmet. My fuel gauge is wrong. I put a new fuel sending unit in it. Of course, it wasn't exact right one, but I somehow made it kind of work, but it doesn't work. It moves ever so slightly, so I really don't know how much fuel I have in here. I'm pretty sure I have enough to make it to where I need to be going. Okay, that was weird. Sucks not having any mirrors. I'm riding with no mirrors. I need so many little small pieces for this thing to get her where she needs to be. I mean, so far she doesn't feel bad. Got fresh tires on here. Nice and balanced. I did all of the work on this thing, by the way. So, God watch over me. Always pray before you ride. I always pray before I ride. On ramp. Man, this thing is torquey. I don't know how to explain it. It's a heavy bike. Just barely touching it. Barely touching it. I mean, I've always known Busas. People say they're heavy bikes. They don't corner. They got a reputation for people stretching them. But this is what the bike was meant to be. This is one in its pretty much stock form. It was lowered. I raised it back up. I mean, I wouldn't go looking for twisties, but when they come up, she could take it. This is a nice sweeper. Okay, not bad. Power is definitely there. And this exhaust that this bike has, it's on the quieter side, but it sounds good. Vance and Hines. I got the suspension set on full stiff, so this thing is very rigid. That still needs to be dialed, so. Whew, this thing shoots some flames. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but when it gets darker tonight, I'll get some of that footage on camera. Damn, I'm in 6th gear looking for another gear. Holy fuck. A little bit of body position. Just move your butt. She turns in a little. She turns in. Not the best feeling, but she turns in. This girthy girl. Granted, I don't have any aero on this thing either. I'm riding a naked Busa. Suzuki should just release a naked Busa. It's my first day ride with this thing. It doesn't matter what gear you're in, there's torque everywhere. Quarter throttle.